What are we gonna do tonight, O.C.G?
Well, the same thing we try to do every night, Bertram. Take over the world. I mean, YouTube. Take over YouTube. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, welcome to Obsessive Compulsive Gaming. I am the Obsessive Compulsive Gamer, joined once again by my faithful manservant / Bucktotem Bertram, and this is my review for the Serious Sam collection. So my friends, the Serious Sam collection was released in 2020 and is what we call in the industry a constipation of several games. Now this particular constipation includes...
It's a compilation.
It speaks!
It's called a compilation, not a not a constipation.
I know that! Ha ha! Don't you see? I was testing you, Bertram. Yes, well done. You passed.
Do I get a prize?
Oh, no. That won't be necessary. Now get back in your cage. What was I saying? Oh, yes. This compilation includes Serious Sam 1 and 2 HD, Serious Sam 3, as well as all of the game's DLC. So, story. It's mostly garbage. No, I'm sorry. I'm doing a serious disservice to the writers by calling it garbage. It's actually bollocks. So, this bollocks consists of Sam, time travel, ancient Egypt, a lot of guns, and even more enemies. So, all in all, it sounds like a sleepover at Philip K. Dick's house. But, you don't play Serious Sam for the story, do you? Of course you don't.
I do.
Shut up, Bertram. So, let's talk about why you are really here, dear viewer. My addiction to chronic masturbation started at an early age when... I jest. Let's talk about the bloody gameplay for Serious Sam. Now, dear viewer, these games have a very intrinsic, complex, sophisticated gameplay loop. So much so that you might want to take some notes here, just to make sure you are ready for Serious Sam. You ready? Got a pen, etc.? Splendid! So, in these games, you will shoot things. And shoot things. And shoot things. Now I'll repeat that just so you can fully understand. Shoot things. Shoot things. And shoot things. Now, the first game takes place in Egypt and just Egypt, traversing the same corridors, tombs for the duration. You spend more time in Egypt than bloody Brendan Fraser did. And like Brendan Fraser, you face off against several supernatural entities, including headless chaps, skeleton dog things, aliens, but bizarrely, no mummies. There are boss fights, though. The final boss of this game was clearly on loan from those chaps who make the Doom games. Too bad it wasn't returned in good condition. Because it was damaged. Because I killed it. With my bare hands. Actually, it was with a cannon. You get the point. Now the second game, Serious Sam 2 HD, is pretty much more of the same. In fact, the first and second games are so similar, they could be conjoined twins. Though number 2 does have some new enemies and weapons, and a final boss that's stolen from ghosts and goblins as opposed to Doom. Speaking of conjoined twins, I must see how cousin Lefty and Righty are getting on with their girlfriends. Now, one thing I wish the first 2 games had was a little more story, and definitely more cutscenes. The first 2 games combined have less cutscenes than a Kardashian has brain cells. But thankfully, Serious Sam 3 has an actual story. Characters, cutscenes, comedy, and most importantly, Totty. All the things I love. If it had featured Jack the Ripper, I might have given it Game of the Year. So, as you have probably already guessed, dear viewer, Serious Sam 3 is my favourite of the series. But, nonetheless, these games are the very definition of the word repetitive. You run through the level, kill hundreds, if not thousands of enemies, and then move on. By the time you get to Serious Sam 3, you will definitely be suffering from a repetitive strain injury. But, don't let that deter you, dear viewer. After all, masturbating is repetitive, and people seem to enjoy that. I personally think it's a dirty, filthy, disgusting habit, which is why I only do it 8 times a day. So, we've established that I have some serious mental issues, and that Serious Sam is a very repetitive series of games. But are they fun? Well, yes. But then again, making fun of bearded women is fun, so think of that what you will. Oh, speaking of bearded woman, I have to collect my mother from the undertakers. But still, as fun as these games are, I want to play the game about Sam's brother, not so serious Sam, who attacks enemies with custard pies and water balloons filled with urine. Or perhaps I could play that other game, the one about Sam's evil brother, Why So Serious Sam, who models himself after the Joker and attacks enemies with cutthroat razors and sex toys wrapped in barbed wire. Please note, these games do not exist and will never exist, and if you go looking for them, you are an imbecile.
You rang?
I did not ring, Bertram.
Oh, I thought you were calling for me. You said imbecile, and that's what you usually shout at me when you want something.
That I do, but not this time. Back in your cage. Imbecile.
You rang?
Go away. Where was I? Oh yes. So, we've spoken about the story, the gameplay. But what about Sam himself? Well, Sam is so butch, so manly. His voice is as deep as astrophysics, and as seductive as a grandfather in the fetal position. In fact, our hero Sam is so damn butch, so damned manly, he probably has to hold his wanger with both hands. Yes. So in conclusion, whether you have played these games before, or you're playing them for the first time, I highly recommend the Serious Sam collection. It's fun, funny, other adjectives beginning with the letter F. And best of all, there is no goddamn microtransactions. Therefore, I am going to give the Serious Sam collection an 8 out of 10. Well, there you have it, ladies and gentlemen. My review for the Serious Sam collection. If you've enjoyed this little review of mine, don't forget to give me a thumbs up. If you haven't enjoyed it, well then feel free to give me a thumbs down. Don't forget to hit that like, subscribe, bell button thingy. Feel free to share this video with the masses. But remember the single most important thing I always tell you, dear viewer, and that is to always stay obsessed with gaming. Say goodbye, Bertram.
Goodbye, Bertram.
Yes. Are you still here? Go away! I'm sure you've got something better to do with your time. No, seriously. Piss off. Be gone. Au revoir. Auf Wiedersehen. Bye. What in the hell is wrong with you? Go away! Vacate this space! Hit the cross at the top of the screen! The video is done! It's over! It's finito! It's caputo!